All right, here's everybody. All right. Good. All right. Professional golfer Gary Player once said about the Masters, "If there was a course like this in heaven, I'd want to be head pro." The Masters is the most historic and prestigious golf tournament in the United States. Augusta's history is written across the greens and fairways. Ever since I was 6 years old, I started golfing and I always dreamt of what it was like to play at Augusta. Each year I watch the tournament and I'm amazed by how green the greens are and how great the fairways look. Every year, thousands of people go to Augusta, Georgia to watch the Masters. Today I'm going to teach you about the history and tradition of Augusta National Golf Course, the history and traditions of the Masters, and what the Masters is like today. Now let's talk about Augusta. Augusta is one of the best designed and greatest looking golf courses in the country. Augusta was the dream of professional golfer Bobby Jones. Bobby Jones played from 1923 to 1930. He retired at the age of 28, and he didn't earn much money as a golfer, but earned a lot of money post-career as an instructor and a designer. One day, his friend showed him this nursery in Augusta, Georgia, that looked perfect for a golf course. According to Augusta's history website, Jones announced in 1931 that Alister MacKenzie would be his architect for the golf course. Alister MacKenzie walked the grounds in March of 1932, and planned out all the greens just in a couple weeks. By December of 1932, they were already done with the golf course, which is very quick by modern standards. The golf course is famous for the plants and grasses that surround the course, since it was once a nursery. They have a tradition of freezing the flowers in early spring to delay the blooming for the Masters tournament. They also have a tradition of naming holes after exotic plants that surround the holes. For example, number 8, yellow jasmine, number 14, Chinese fir, and number 15, firethorn. Augusta has other well-known holes and landmarks, the most famous of which is Amen Corner. Amen Corner is the second shot on the 11th, all of the 12th, and the first 2 shots on the 13th. It's known for being some of the toughest and most exciting golf in the world. Another landmark is Ike's Pond. Before Dwight D. Eisenhower was President of the United States, he walked the grounds looking for a spot for a dam. They decided on a spot and made it into a fishery. Another spot named after Dwight D. Eisenhower is the Eisenhower tree. He hit the tree so many times that in 1956 he ordered it be taken down. But still the tree remained until 2014, where it was damaged so badly by an ice storm that they decided to remove it. Now I'd like to talk about the Masters tournament itself and some of their famous traditions. No other tournament is as storied or as prestigious as the Masters tournament. It was originally referred to as the Augusta National Invitational, and its first day was March 22nd, 1934. The prize was just $1,500 for first place. Most of the field was made up of Bobby Jones's friends and wasn't really that competitive. In 1939, they decided to change the name officially to the Masters, and in World War II, they didn't have a tournament because the grounds were being used to raise cattle for the war. The Masters has a number of traditions, most famously the green jacket. The green jacket is given out to the first place finisher of the tournament. It has been They have been doing so since 1949, so that the winner would stand out among the club. The jacket is owned by the winner, but it must remain there. And only the reigning champion can take it out of the club for that year. Another staple of the Masters tradition is the par 3 contest. The par 3 course was built in 1958, and the contest was started in 1960 by Sam Snead, which he won. Every Wednesday before the Masters, the par 3 contest takes place, and a lot of the golfers use their children as caddies. The Masters became a PGA major in 1960, and it's the only one out of the majors that is held at the same course every year. Now let's move on to the Masters membership and how it is in the present day. Today the Masters is so popular it has made Augusta National one of the hardest clubs to join. According to USA Today, April 2017, even a down year for the Masters doubles or triples the ratings of other major tournaments. CBS broadcasts the Masters every year, and in 2016 they had their first live 4K viewing of Just Amen Corner. According to Golf News Net, the Masters has the second biggest monetary award for the winner, just behind the US Open. It is just under $2 million, and the US Open is just over $2 million, which is over 1,000 times more than the original award. The membership is very strict at Augusta, and according to a 2015 Bloomberg article, membership is believed to cost between $10,000 and $30,000 for initiation. Annual fees can exceed $10,000. Most members connected to the companies, however, are companies, but the few members they have can be former college or NFL coaches. Augusta opened the door to women members in 2012. They had traditionally been male only, which had been quite controversial in recent years. That same year they added Condoleezza Rice and Darla Moore as members. The Masters is truly one of the most historic sporting events in the world. Hopefully today I have taught you something about Augusta history, Master history, and the traditions and what they're like today. Now we just have to wait until next April to watch the Masters. Thanks.
Gives the parade away.
Well, that was good.
Yeah, it was good.
You gotta show everybody. Thanks.
He's gonna take another scan.
You don't have to redo it, I don't think, do you?
I have to show everybody again.